What is up, movie viewers? Dena Views and Reviews here. Asking, what you watching? Well, today I am watching Lilo and Stitch live action movie. Now, this movie stars Maya Kealoha, Sydney Agudong, Courtney B. Vance, Chris Sanders, Zach Galifianakis, Amy Hill, and Jason Scott Lee. It is written by Chris Bright, Mike Van Wise, and Chris Sanders. It is directed by Dean Fletcher Camp, produced by Ryan Halpern, Dan Lin, Tom C. Peisman, Jonathan Elrich, Thomas Shoemaker, and Louis Provost. Today, I, along with some other content creators, Leah Fashionista, Nuri the Boy from Nuri's Fun Time, and the Dennis sisters, Ziana and Kalani, are watching Lilo and Stitch, the live action movie. They will be sharing a little later with all of us what they rated this movie as well. It seems that when watching movies with other people, it just makes it more fun and more entertaining. And besides, I really enjoy hearing others' opinions on movies. Now, for those who may not already know, the original Lilo and Stitch, it came out in cartoon form in 2002. Follows a lonely Hawaiian girl by the name of Lilo, who is being taken care of by her older sister because their parents are no longer with them. Lilo befriends this very mischievous runaway alien who she somehow confuses it with being a dog in the beginning. Now, this alien is a handful and is also on the run from other alien invaders whose job it is to capture him and take him back from which he came. Now, this 2025 version is a live action movie. And with live action movies, it is always fun to see if the movie producers and directors and writers chose people who look like or at least similar to the characters that are in the original cartoon. Of course, we expect the storyline may change or be adjusted somehow from its original version. But it is always good to see how imaginative the writer or producer or the people who select the characters were in trying to pull the characters together to make them believable and acceptable as the cartoon was. But I always like to see if the characters resemble the cartoon characters in real life. It is often difficult for the sequel to live up to the success of the initial movie. I still enjoy comparing and contrasting the two. It always makes it more interesting and it's just amusing for me to do so. This time I was not alone in my critique of this film. As I said, I had a few other content creators that shared their thoughts on this new live action movie as well. But did it live up to the original cartoon? Was it as entertaining as the cartoon was? And did the characters in the live action movie look similar to the cartoon characters? And what about the storyline? Did it pass? Did it keep your attention? Or was it just too far off base? Well, we got our snacks, our beverages, and we settled down to be entertained by this movie. This movie was given a $100 million budget to make. And from the beginning of the movie, I, along with some other content creators, began judging the actors and actresses in this play. To begin with was the actress, the very young actress that played Lilo. Her name is Maya Kealoha. Question was, does she look like or at least resemble the actual Lilo character? All of us seem to approve she was a good fit for that role. Secondly was her sister Nani. Did the character that was chosen resemble the actual character in any way? Well, she was given a 50-50. Some felt she embodied the demeanor of the character, but she didn't look much like the actual cartoon character. There was some hints, but not exactly. Then there was Stitch. Everybody agreed this character, which was probably AI, most certainly looked like and behaved like and totally fit into the role of Stitch. Now, even some of the alien characters, even though they were AI, they looked much like the original cartoon characters did. Now, Courtney Vance, who played that sneaky agent detective guy, we kind of felt that he wasn't mean enough or sneaky as the cartoon character. But noticeably was the fact that the live action movie did stray somewhat from the original storyline. Nonetheless, it was still rather amusing, same as in the cartoon Lilo and Stitch. And they just managed to find themselves disrupting things and destroying a lot of things and just making a ton of mischief. But here is what some of the other content creators decided to rate this movie. To begin with, what did you rate this movie, Leah Fashionista?
Hi guys, it's Leah Fashionista, and we recently watched the movie Lilo and Stitch, and I would rate it a 5 out of 5.
Very interesting. And what did you rate it, Kalani?
I rate Lilo and Stitch 4 out of 5 because it's like a whole different concept than I expected it would be. That's all I think. Like, seriously, a whole different concept.
Okay. And what did you rate it, Nuri, the boy from Nuri's Fun Time?
I'm Nuri from Nuri's Fun Time, and I would rate the new Lilo and Stitch movie a 3 out of 5.
Alrighty then. And how about you, Ziana? What did you rate this movie?
Y'all, I give it a 5 out of 5. The movie was super good, y'all. Like, I love it. Definitely recommend. Go watch Lilo and Stitch live action.
Okay, I guess it's unanimous because I gave this movie a 3 out of 5. Mainly because I felt it was a good movie for the entire family to watch and enjoy. And I certainly would recommend it for a family movie night. But breaking news, it is official that there will be a sequel to this live action movie. The actress Maya, who played Lilo, announced this while attending the 2025 Comic-Con in San Diego, California. She shared that Disney announced that there will indeed be an upcoming sequel to this first live-action adaptation, and furthermore, it is already in the works. The actress also shared what she hopes will make it to the big screen in this second sequel. First, she would like to see Angel. For those who don't know, Angel is the pink female version of Stitch. She is Experiment 624 and Stitch's love interest. She would like to see this character included in the next sequel. And she would like to have the alien who likes to eat sandwiches also included in part 2, along with Captain Gantu, as well as having Nani, who is her on-screen sister, who is currently in college. She'd like to see her college change to San Diego so she could be there with her. I guess we will just have to wait and see if all of these changes will be included in the next sequel. Now, Chris Sanders, who co-directed and co-wrote the original version of Lilo and Stitch, who is also the voice of Stitch, he is said to have been chosen to write the script for this second live-action sequel. Now, I want to give a big thank you once again to all of the young content creators who shared their ratings and enjoyed this movie with me. If you are interested in checking out Lilo and Stitch, the live-action movie, you most certainly can do so. It is rated PG and is now available on Disney Plus and on various other streaming services. Now, if you have not already, be sure to like, share, subscribe, and leave me your comments on what you thought of this movie. And join me weekly for another review or movie recommendation. But most of all, I want you to remember, it's my view. Now, what are you watching?
Go check it out, Lilo and Stitch.